This is Michelle Goldman with MGD, Week 2, 1506. Week 2 requirements, 3 sprites, 2 sound effects, 1 input control, 1 point-to-point entity collision, 1 entity-to-entity collision, 2 game events with sound, and 1 sprite movement with linear interpolation. Okay, so here's my demo for the iPhone 6. You saw I've got the start game screen, and then you can enter the game. I've got the sound effects, the sound of the alien when it's being killed, the sound of the firing of the gun. So I've got those events. The aliens disappear when they're killed. You see the score in the upper right is increasing incrementally by 5 points each time an alien is killed. My interpolation I tried to do was in the clouds that are moving up at the top of the screen behind the spaceship. The pause I've got working. Pauses everything. That I had a little trouble with, but got that working. And once the score reaches 200, then it goes to a game over screen. And then you can end game and go back to the main screen. So this is my demo for the iPad Air, and as you can see, I'm having issues with the resizing of the sprites for the different screen resolution. That was one of my big issues, and I just could not get that. So I still have all of the other elements working the same, but the spaceship's not in the same place as it was on the iPhone. The moving clouds are not in the same location they were on the iPhone. So that just could not seem to get resolved. So I'm still working on that. Everything else is still working with the game events. Pause still works in the iPad Air version. You still reach a score of 200, and then it produces the game over screen, and then you can hit play again, and then it just goes right back into a new game. So what I had the most problems with is with the sprite movement with interpolation. Still having difficulties with that. Don't really quite understand that in its entirety, which makes it very difficult to implement and use. Could have used more documentation and information on that, since we're having to use SpriteKit and not either of the 2 libraries that are referenced in the material. Even looking all throughout online, that was the most difficult. Everything else, not really a problem, and just wish I had a grasp on the interpolation. That would definitely make things a lot easier. But overall, pretty successful week, I think.